I'm interested in the problem that lung cancer is detected very late in the disease, which has a big impact on the outcome. So we've produced this report in UKLCC, an expert group report based on a conference we held just over a year ago in London, bringing experts together. The main problem in lung cancer, the main reason why lung cancer outcomes are so poor compared to, say, breast cancer, is that lung cancers, particularly early ones, are deep internal tumours that often don't give much or any symptoms. If you've got a lump in your breast, it's superficial, you feel it, you go to doctor early. So by the time they get to specialist care, about between 2/3 and 3/4 of people who've got cancer, lung cancer, of an extent that can't always be cured. Most of those 2/3 are technically incurable, although things are improving. So getting people in early to specialist care is really important. This report really looks at lots of different elements of that. One of the headline issues is the fact that so many people get their lung cancers diagnosed as part of an emergency admission. So they come into A&E or they get an emergency admission for another illness, and a lung cancer is found as either the cause or incidentally. And we know that this was first picked up about 5-6 years ago. And at that stage, it was almost a half of patients with lung cancer. Now it's about 1/3, so that rate has dropped a bit. But people who come in as an emergency have more advanced cancers. They die, only about 12% survive to a year compared to 60 or 70% who come in. So and when you look back, a lot of these people have had contact with GPs or hospitals previously. They've had opportunities for detecting cancer earlier. The other issue that we highlight in this report, although we didn't do the research but it's not been formally published, is the proportion of people who come in with their lung cancer as an emergency by where you live, by what's called the CCG, which is a clinical confirmation group based on where you live, is a factor of 4 difference. So if you live in one area, you're 4 times more likely to come in, your lung cancer is 4 times more likely to be diagnosed as an emergency in one area of the country than the other. And just looking at the stats, it looks to be as though there's a north-south divide. This is much more of a feature of the north of England and some of the poor areas in the south. So we need to explore that. And I think this is only one part of the other issue is lung cancer screening. And there's a big report just published last night called the Nelson trial, a big trial in Holland and other parts of Europe, where they've shown that lung cancer screening with a CT scan of a population of slightly older people who've smoked or current or ex-smokers show about a 29% reduction in lung cancer mortality in the population screened. So lung cancer screening is a big issue, and it's beginning to be introduced in the UK, but it needs to be systematically introduced. So lung cancer screening needs to be introduced. The public and the GPs need to be more aware of early symptoms and refer people earlier, and we need to try and understand the reasons why so many people are only found as a part of emergency and the reasons behind those differences between different areas of England.